Today, let's explore together how to transform public speaking anxiety using the latest neuroscience discoveries. If you've ever felt your heart racing, palms sweating, or mind going blank when facing an audience, you're experiencing something that affects up to 75% of people worldwide. What makes this exploration particularly exciting is that groundbreaking research from 2024 has completely revolutionized our understanding of public speaking anxiety. Scientists using advanced brain imaging have discovered that the fear of speaking in front of others activates entirely unique brain patterns, completely different from other types of fears like heights or spiders. This discovery explains why traditional anxiety treatments that work for some fears might not have helped you with public speaking. The research revealed something fascinating about what happens in our brains during public speaking situations. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for organizing our thoughts and accessing our memories, becomes particularly vulnerable when we face an audience. As anxiety levels rise, stress hormones can effectively shut down this frontal lobe, disconnecting it from the rest of the brain. This biological response explains why even the most prepared speakers can suddenly forget everything they planned to say. But here's where it gets really interesting. A comprehensive analysis of multiple studies from 2024 found that when we combine virtual reality exposure therapy with cognitive behavioral techniques, the results are remarkably powerful. Participants showed significant improvement rates that exceeded traditional therapy approaches alone. What's even more encouraging is that recent feasibility studies have demonstrated meaningful results can be achieved in as little as a single 30-minute session for those with moderate anxiety levels. Another fascinating discovery comes from immune system research presented at a major neuroscience conference this year. Scientists found that astrocytes, which are the most abundant immune cells in our brains, play a crucial role in regulating fear responses. These cells' activity directly mirrors our anxiety levels. When fear increases, astrocyte activity increases, and when we calm down, their activity decreases. This discovery opens up entirely new possibilities for understanding and treating speaking anxiety at a biological level. Now, let me share with you the most effective, scientifically validated techniques for overcoming public speaking anxiety. These methods are based on the very latest research and have been optimized for both safety and effectiveness. The first technique is the gradual virtual exposure protocol. This involves starting with speaking to just one virtual avatar for 5 minutes. You can use any virtual reality app or even practice in front of a video camera imagining one person watching. Each practice session, add 2 to 3 more imagined audience members. Practice this 3 times per week, which research shows is optimal for creating new neural pathways. The gradual increase prevents overwhelming your amygdala while systematically building your confidence. Many people find that after just 2 weeks of this practice, their anxiety levels drop significantly. The second method is the prefrontal cortex activation technique. Before any speaking situation, spend 2 minutes counting backwards from 100 by sevens. This might seem simple, but it powerfully activates your prefrontal cortex, counteracting the shutdown effect that anxiety causes. Follow this with 5 deep breaths, holding each for 4 counts. Studies have shown this combination can reduce cortisol levels by up to 23%. You can do this in a bathroom stall, in your car, or anywhere you have 2 minutes of privacy before speaking. The third approach is attention control training. When you're speaking, focus on one friendly or neutral face in the audience for 10 seconds, then systematically shift to another. This gives your brain a structured task that research shows buffers against performance anxiety. Start practicing this during regular conversations with friends or colleagues. Look at one person's eyes for a few seconds while speaking, then shift to another. This trains your brain to see audiences as individuals rather than as one threatening mass. The fourth technique is the overexposure imagination method. Spend 10 minutes each day visualizing yourself speaking to increasingly challenging audiences. Start by imagining supportive friends nodding and smiling. After a few days, progress to neutral strangers. Eventually, imagine speaking to skeptical experts or even hostile audiences. Research confirms that this mental rehearsal creates neural pathways similar to actual practice. Your brain can't tell the difference between vividly imagined practice and real practice, making this a powerful tool you can use anywhere. The fifth method is the body-based grounding protocol. 2 minutes before speaking, stand in what researchers call a power pose, feet shoulder-width apart, hands on hips, chin slightly raised. Hold this for 2 full minutes. This posture has been shown to increase testosterone and decrease cortisol, creating a biological state of confidence. During your actual speech, press your feet firmly into the ground. This activates proprioceptive awareness, which reduces feelings of dissociation and keeps you grounded in the present moment. What makes these techniques particularly powerful is that you can start with just one today. The prefrontal cortex activation technique takes only 2 minutes and requires no special equipment or apps. You can try it right now. Simply count backwards from 100 by sevens and notice how it engages your thinking brain. To summarize what we discussed today. First, public speaking anxiety activates unique brain patterns requiring targeted approaches. Second, even single-session interventions can produce significant improvements. Third, virtual practice effectively transfers to real-world speaking situations. Fourth, the prefrontal shutdown during anxiety explains why we blank out during speeches. Fifth, our brain's immune cells directly regulate our fear responses. And sixth, practicing in extreme imagined scenarios builds exceptional real-world resilience. Remember, your brain's response to public speaking is both unique and changeable. These aren't just coping strategies, they're methods for actually rewiring your neural pathways. Every time you practice one of these techniques, you're literally changing your brain's structure and function. Your voice matters, and the world needs to hear what you have to share. Start with just one technique today. Within a few weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice improvements that might surprise you. The fear may not disappear completely, and that's okay. Even professional speakers feel some anxiety. The goal is to transform that energy into excitement and presence. If today's discussion provided any support, please hit the like button to help others find this information. If you'd like to continue learning about evidence-based mental health strategies together, please subscribe to the channel. May your hearts feel a little lighter and your voices a little stronger. Thank you for listening until the end today.